Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is VIBHL Div 7 championship game for game number 2. We have a lead with the Giraffes right now. They are up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is VIBHL action here. This is Div 7 championship game number 2. We have the Galactic Giraffes taking on the Vancouver Island Spartans here. The Giraffes are up 1-0 in this series as they had a dominant win on Tuesday night with 8-1. The Spartans are the home team tonight, and they are looking to revamp and get back into this series here. It looks like the Spartans have a few extensions to their team there, and the Giraffes are a little bit short benched here, so hopefully we can get the Spartans here to get a little bit of a quick start here. As we're about to drop the ball here, as tonight's referees are Dave Reddy and Woody here. And we are just about to get started here as we have Mark Rice in net for the Giraffes and Tyler Baldwin for the Spartans. On the face-off here for the Giraffes, it's Lister. He had I believe he had 3 goals last game. He was just a highlight reel there as the game starts here, with the Giraffes getting the face-off, shipping it up here. 44, Paul Naswell gains the zone, gets it over the line there. Spartans bring the ball back up. All the way up here, Tyler Naswell couldn't get that flexion. The Spartans gain the zone, getting into the corner. Throw it in front of the net there, off of Galactic Giraffe. And the shot is shot on net, but it deflected away by a Giraffes. Spartans keep the ball in, dump it back into the zone there, as Tyler Naswell shoots it behind his own net to number 2. Trying to chip through as the Spartans were about to get it in, but the Giraffes collect it back. Lister over to Tyler Naswell. Tyler Naswell back to Lister in near center. Over the red line, over to Paul Naswell. He gains the zone. Chips it in. Quick shot on Tyler Baldwin there. Deflected wide. The ball is chipped out of the zone, and as the Giraffes cycle back onto their own blue line to get the ball. Spartans do a quick line change there, and Walker Welsh is able to pull that ball in the middle of the floor as he goes through his side of his net there, passes it up to the red line. They gain the zone there, and tied up there by the Giraffes as the Spartans are able to chip it back in. 33 behind the net, blocking Tyler Naswell as he comes up in front of the net, goes for a run on himself. Passes over to 77. They pass it over the line as the Spartans gain the zone there. Into the corner, chipped up the side wall as Walker Welsh gets the ball, gains the zone. But the Giraffes are able to swarm in and cover him in. Fired back down from the center line there, and it is going for a flooring there. Tonight's game is proudly sponsored by Bin 4 Burger Lounge. Great sponsor for the VIBHL. Have great burgers all throughout the night. As a big man myself, I totally love going there every Friday night there. Ball brought to the left-hand side of Tyler Baldwin there as the referee sets up. Drops the ball. Spartans win the face-off there. Tristan passes it up. It's going to go down for another flooring there. Goes all the way down. And the face-off will come all the way back down there. The Spartans had a very hard regular season here. As they played in the Div 5, 6, 7, as all 3 divisions played each other. And the Spartans went 0-15. And then had a miraculous game series against the top team in Div 7, the Hot Wings, and we're able to surprise them and get 2 wins there. As we have a penalty coming in here on the Giraffes, so it looks like it's number 10. He had his stick down as number 3 came through, and the Spartans are going to go on a napper power play here. As the ball's brought in. The Spartans bring out their young guns here. Looks like Steve Rogers on the back there. 66 goes in for the draw against Paul Naswell. Paul Naswell is one of the best face-off players. And he wins the face-off there. But luckily for the Spartans, they were able to get it on the sidewall. Take a quick shot. Deflects wide. And the Giraffes are able to dump it down the floor as Paul Naswell playing a lot of pressure here. Rogers passes it up to Mike Monroe. Mike Monroe collects it, passes it up to number 89. 89 over to 66. 66 gets it into the zone there with the help of number 79. 79 takes a quick shot, deflected wide. Great save by Rice there. This is Spartans reset. Rogers at the line there. Takes a quick shot, deflected off the Rice there. Tries to collect the ball. Spartans collect it in front of the net. Paul Naswell trying to chip it over. Couldn't. Spartans keep it in the zone, keeping that pressure in. Mike Monroe from the blue line takes a shot. Deflected off his Giraffe. And the net is knocked off there by the goaltender. And the face-off will stay in the Galactic Giraffe zone. Very close there as the ball was coming through. As the face-off comes to the right-hand side. Ball's dropped and dumped as Tim Auger, number 5, wasn't able to collect the ball all the way down to Baldwin. Baldwin passes it over to Auger. As the Spartans reset, they're trying to gain the zone again. Passed up to number 66. 66 gains the zone. But Paul Naswell is on him. Over to Spaven. Spaven takes a shot. And a swarm save by Rice as he collects it. Doesn't let that rebound come out. Smart play by him. As the Spartans going for a line change here. And the Giraffes just changed up their number 66 here. For number 2, Shields. Lister comes in for the face-off. Ball won by Lister. And the Giraffes just fire it down as Paul Naswell goes for a run by himself. He's all by himself in the short-handed here with 28 seconds left on the penalty kill. As he passes it in front, and Alex Parise is able to collect that ball for the Spartans. He shoots it up to number 4. 4 passes it around the boards there. Ball's behind the net. There's 13 minutes left in the first period here with 11 seconds left as the Giraffes dump the ball once more time here. Tyler Baldwin behind the net collects it. Sets up for his defenseman to come back and collect it. As the power play is over here, and we go back to even strength. Tim Auger passes it up to Alex Parise. Alex Parise dumps it down. Number 4 wasn't able to get it, and we are going to go for a flooring here. So the ball brought all the way back to the floor. The Spartans are up 6-2 in shots here as they keep the momentum here. That's the strength that they're going to have to keep this game alive here for themselves and keep this series going to game 3. As the ball is dropped momentarily here. And it's down. Ball won by the Spartans. Goes to the corner there. But the Giraffes are able to collect it. Shot on there to Tyler Baldwin, and he makes a great glove save to keep it outside. Not letting that rebound go down. The faceoff will come back to the same spot there. Ball is dropped. Another win by the Spartans there. They're doing very well in faceoffs today. Ball kept in the corner there as the Spartans keep chipping it up, but they're not able to get past the Giraffes. The Giraffes take it. Tyler Naswell, takes a shot. Deflected off a Spartan. Into the corner again. Pass to Naswell, gets the ball. Tries to go for a little deke there. Not able to get a clear shot there. Number 3 knocks it back behind his own net. Where the Giraffes are able to get it on the sidewall there. They pass it back to the defenseman, but the Spartans are in it. And we have a penalty coming here as there's going to be an interference call on number 2 of the Giraffes as he just stepped into the player. And we're going to another Country Grocer power play here for the VIBHL sponsor. undisciplined play and kind of a lazy play there by the Giraffes. Goes in, and plays the body. In ball hockey, you have to allow a player to go for that ball there. So we're going to go for another power play here for the Spartans. As the Giraffes win the faceoff and they just dump the ball down. Enough. Steve Rogers brings the ball back up. Brings it over center there. Dumps it in, and a dump in by 66 is around the net, trying to apply as much pressure. And the ball is shot into the mesh there, so the faceoff will stay inside for the Spartans here. We're at 11:29 of the first period here. And the ball is going to come to the left-hand side there. Ball is dropped. Spartans gain it in the zone. Trying to set up here. Mike Monroe with a shot. Deflected off a Giraffe as they dump it back down the floor. No ice. As they are on the power play here for the Spartans. So the Giraffes are just dumping and chasing just to keep it out. We have a minute, 15 seconds left on the penalty kill here. And the Spartans try to get in the zone, but it's dumped back down by the Giraffes. As they're playing the middle of the floor very well. And we have a minute left here on the penalty kill. As the Spartans gain the zone, quick shot in net, deflected off. Naswell shoots it down again. No ice here. As Spavin comes out, collects the ball. Giving enough time for the Giraffes to get two guys out on the floor as well. The Spartans gain the zone. Step back up. Spavin back. Takes a quick pass. Over to the defense. Oh! Tried to go for a shot, pass between the crease there to get a shot there. Wasn't able to collect it there. Spavin at the blue line. Takes a quick shot in net. And he goes straight out there. And the referees are saying it was deflected there. As Dave Reddy claims that it was straight shot there, so that the ball will be brought out to the zone here. Spartans lose the zone here. As Paul Naswell goes into the faceoff with number 66 of the Spartans. Ball is dropped. Galactic Giraffes win. They dump it again. Not giving any time. 10 seconds left on the penalty kill here. Spavin passes the ball up to number. They gain the zone. But Paul Naswell comes in with a great defensive play there. Gains the ball. They're even strength now as he gains the zone. Passes over to his brother Naswell, Tyler Naswell. Over to Lister. Back to Naswell. He fanned on that pass. As 66 gains it. Loses it though. A lot of fumbling in the feet there. As Alex Parise puts a little pressure. Lister dumps it in. Paul Naswell going into the corner against Spavin. Rubs him out a little bit. Keeps the ball in the zone. Giraffes keep it in. 17 takes a shot. Saved by Tyler Baldwin. Deflects it into the corner there. Paul Naswell collects the ball again. Into the corner. Playing back and forth. Lister behind the net there. Deflects it out front. As Alex Parise able to collect the ball. Tries to pass it up, but 17 over the red line deflects that pass. But Spavin runs up. Passes it over to Alex Parise. Alex Parise takes a shot. Misses the net though. Attempted glove save by Mark Rice there. Paul Naswell gains the zone for the Giraffes. Over to Lister. Lister takes a shot. Saved by Baldwin. We're at 8:30 left here in the first period here. As we go for a full line change for the Spartans here. Sorry, just a straight line change for the forwards here. Walker Welsh leading a line with number 33 and number 3. Ball is dropped. Won by the Spartans there as they pass it around. Walker Welsh goes for a run, goes off the referee though, deflects off, so Giraffes were able to collect the ball there. Walker Welsh gets the ball, makes a quick little pass. Number 33 gains the zone, gets the ball, gets it over to Walker. Walker passes it over the sideboards there, over to number 3. Number 3 takes a shot. And covered by Mark Rice there. Not allowing that play to develop there as he knew that he had pressure from Walker Welsh, who's arguably one of the best players on the Spartans team here. Ball dropped to the right-hand side here. 1. Rogers shoots. Deflected off a Spartan front there. Walker Welsh trying to dangle through. Kicked out by Mark Rice there. Spartans getting the ball. Take another shot over to Walker Welsh. Passes it over number 3. 3 takes a shot. Goes to the corner there. Lots of pressure here by the Spartans here. They're keeping the ball in. Rogers over. Passes it back down to number 33. Down to Walker Welsh, number 37. He passes up front. Rogers takes a shot. Saved by Mark Rice. Collected by Walker Welsh. He chips it over and covered up by Mark Rice there. Lots of interior pressure here. Spartans are having the right idea here. Just keep a lot of pressure on these guys, especially with a short bench. You want to make sure that these guys don't get any momentum here. .7:26 left in the first period here. I want to thank everyone for joining us here today. This is game 2 of the Div 7. Tim Auger tries to go for a chip shot, but it goes over his stick there. Passed up. Spartans keep it. They try to set up here. They pass it in. Gain the zone. Tyler Naswell able to collect it. Passes over number 2. He chips it up to Corey Lister. Arguably, if the good thing about the Giraffes here, especially if anyone's interested in buying a house, you want to reach out to any of the real estate agents here on the Galactic Giraffes for Coldwater Bakery. As they take a quick shot, Tyler Baldwin almost missed that shot. He's out of his zone. Still makes a save, though. Great save. Pressure here as they're able to get out of the zone as Tyler Baldwin is able to collect it. But he is able to recover here. The 2 young guns here for the Spartans. 66 comes in, looking for number 79. Passes over to number 89. Not able to get a clean shot. Paul Naswell shoots it up. Listers looks a little gassed there, so he's not running full steam. Tim Auger passes it up. Deflects off Lister's knee. And Auger's able to keep him at bay there. Stubbs passes it up. Gains in the zone there, and Auger chips it behind his own net there, so it's not in front of his net. Spaven collects the ball. Not able to get through 3 Giraffes, though. And Lister behind everyone. Tim Auger tries to shoot it out. As the Giraffes keep it out. Mark Rice tries to play the ball. Alex Barise giving a little pressure to Tyler Naswell. Trying to keep it up. Fired all the way up to his brother Paul. Paul gains the zone, but loses it to Spaven. Spaven passes it up to number 4. He collects it. Not able to gain the zone, though, and they passed up to Paul Naswell again. Naswell gains the zone. Passes it over to Lister. Lister going in for that signature shot. Takes a shot over the net, though. Ball behind the net there. As both teams trying to keep it out, keep it to the sidewalls. Alex Barise able to get the ball. Tries to fire it up, but Naswell collects it at center. Goes in. Passes over to his brother. Quick shot. Saved by Baldwin. Covered up. Smothered. No attempt at the quick little chip in there. As Tyler Baldwin is locked in. Shots are 10-9 tonight for the Spartans with 5 minutes left here in the first period, and we have had a 0-0 game. Do or die here for the Spartans here. They need to make sure that they win this game to keep the series alive, and the Giraffes need one more win to win the Div 7 championship here. Ball in the middle of the net. And dumped down by the Spartans. No ice called there, waved off. Chipped up by number 17. 10 gains the zone. Trying to keep the ball in the middle there. As they pass it up the board, it's Parise. Sideboards there. Trying to get over the center line there. Takes a shot. Mark Rice, save on net. As Walker Welsh trying to apply pressure. Tristan tries to go for a stick tap. Misses though. Mike Monroe here. Chips the ball up. Number 33. They cycle back to try to get it in as his defensive partner goes through. Passed up, number 3. And it's called offside there as he crossed the line before he got there. Trying to claim inches on with Dave Reddy there. As Dave's explaining the reason why the icing was called off there. Anytime a goaltender leaves the crease as the ball's coming in on a flooring there, the ball will get waved off unless he's indicating to the referee, which he didn't indicate, so that's why the icing was waved off. We have 4:06 left in the first period here. The score is 0-0. This is a face-off won by the Spartans. Pass up to number 33. They gain the zone, trying to chip it up. The Giraffes pass it behind their own net there. Number 17 gains it behind his net. Tries to chip it up, hits the roof, and we're bringing it all the way back into the Giraffe zone. Ball one behind the net for the Giraffes there. Number 11, Steve Rogers keeps it in. Passes back to number 33. Passes it down to Walker Welsh. Walker Welsh trying to gain a little bit of space there. Takes a quick shot. Number 3 misses that shot, goes to the corner. He's dying to get a goal here in this series. Walker Welsh behind the net. There's 2 Giraffes are trying to tip in there. And the thrown in the middle there as no one was there, so the Spartans lose the zone. As they pass back, 33 chips it back up. Walker Welsh, one-on-one here with number 66. Passes it over to the defensive partner. Number 3 collects it. He takes a quick shot. Deflects off a Giraffe player. Paul Naswell trying to go for a quick break. He tipped it though, so no icing there. Keeping the ball pressured. Lister trying to go for that quick shot. He's wide open. 17 at the point there. Passes it over. Lister gets a shot. Misses the net though. Paul Naswell recovers on the sidewall. Comes in. No one's pressuring him. Comes in. Takes a shot. Goes over the net. Lister tries to do a chip. Goes wide though. Across the line. As the Spartans dump it in, 66 recovers it in his own zone. And the young guns come out here for the Spartans. As it's dumped in, and Tyler Baldwin makes a smart play in covering up to get a line change as he realizes his defensemen are very tired there. We have 2:07 left in the first period. No score in this do-or-die game for the Spartans here. Game 2. Ball won by the Giraffes as they dump it in. Giraffes pass it over. Not able to get a shot on net here. 66 for the Spartans. Tries to dump it. Icing is away. Icing's on. It goes all the way here. Shots are 12-9 here for the Spartans as they're applying a lot of pressure here. Looking over at the Giraffes bench there, you can see that their defensemen are very winded as they are short benched here. They're only playing with 4D. Where the Spartans looks like they're running 3 lines right now. That might be the advantage that the Spartans need to get this game won. Ball one, shot by Lister, up front. So they're able to get the ball in. 79 goes for a run. Tyler Naswell, smart chip to the sidewall there. Shot on net, goes wide. 89 tries to go on 77 here. As the ball's chipped out, lost his own, but the Spartans able to regain it here very quickly. 79 on the sidewall, passes back to 89, 88. 89 passes it through. And we're chipped up. It's Tim Auger on the, not able to collect it there. Icing is waved off though, as he did make a play on it. And it goes all the way behind his own net there. 1 minute left here. As Spaven brings the ball up, passes it up, 89. They get it over the red, they dump it over the line though. And this is where the ball is tipped up, goes out of the zone there. So it's going to go outside because it went off a Spartan player. We have 48 seconds left in the first period here. The ball is dropped. 66 gains the zone. Takes a quick shot on net. Smothered up by Mark Rice there. He's making the smart play and realizing that he's got these young guns on the Spartans coming in, so. Shots are 13-10 here for the Spartans. As the ball is dropped. Won by the Tim Auger takes a shot on net. Goes in. Smart play. Oh, Rice covers up again. With 35 seconds left here. The ball is dropped. Won by the Spartans here. They take a quick shot. And it is chipped out by the Giraffes here, so it'll stay in the zone. It looks like the referees think it just went straight off the Spartans there, so they lose zone here. 29 seconds left in the first period. Face-off won by the Spartans. Pass over to Spaven. Trying to get in the zone. Gains the zone. Passes it over. They overran it here. And they pass it through. Giraffes get it out of the zone and they dump it up. Spaven running up. 8 seconds left. Passes it over to 66. They take a quick shot. Covered up by Mark Rice with 2.8 seconds left on the clock here. We want to thank some of our VIBA sponsors like Category 1 Cleaning here. Thank you very much for supporting the VIBHL. Ball is dropped. And nothing really happens here. As we're going to go into an intermission here, we'll take a quick little broadcast break here. And we'll see you in the second period here. And welcome back here. We're going into the second period here. But the score is 0-0 right now. As the ball is won by the Giraffes here. They're able to get a little bit of a break here. As the Spartans keep the ball, Alex Parise comes in, takes a quick shot. Goes wide. Ball in the corner there. Dump behind the net. As they're just trying to get through the ball front. Corey Lister gets in the zone. Trying to get it a little bit free. Takes a quick shot. And it goes over the shoulder of Tyler Baldwin. And the first shot of the period here. As Lister gets his first goal of the night here. You could see the frustration in Lister there, and kind of a relief that he got that goal. So as we go 1-0 here for the Giraffes, as the Giraffes keep the ball in the zone, shoot it in. 69 here, shoots it up. Ball kept in, and just dumped in. Spartans keep the ball behind the net. And they pass it up. Walker Welsh gets the ball. It's a 3-on-2 here. Smart little, sneaky little play there by 66 to keep the ball from Walker Welsh from getting it straight in. The ball's kept behind the net there. Lister gets the ball. As they try to keep the ball in the zone. They do. Mike Monroe takes a shot. 33 at the front of the net there. Just a tip quickly on Rice as he smothers it up on purpose there. I'd like to thank one of our other VIBA sponsors, Reno Your Space. Give them a look on our website here. Great VIBHL sponsor here. Ball dropped here, won by the Spartans, but dumped down. Giraffes collect the ball. Lister trying to dump it through. Gets caught on the referee's feet there. And the Spartans gain it. Walker Welsh passes in front. Nothing kept in the front there. Quick shot on net, goes over the net. Lister gains the ball behind in the corner there. Tries to dump it down. Ball kept in. But it's tipped up by the Giraffes. As they throw it in. Mike Monroe throws it all the way up. As Mark Rice comes out to play the ball, keeps it in. Play for the Giraffes as they want to keep the ball going. Dumped in. Saved by Baldwin. Number 11 here collects the ball. Passes up the boards. Out of the zone, though, luckily. Some of the young kids here for the Spartans. Number 10 comes in, takes a quick shot. Mike Monroe collects it in front. Passes it up. Gets it out of the zone. It's 21. Dumps it back down. Mike Monroe chips it back up to number 79. 79. 2 players on him. As the Giraffes dump it back into the zone there. 21 comes in. Tips it up. 89. Tips it up front there. As Tyler Naswell makes a smart play at center there and collects it. Slows it down. Just dumps it back down to the zone. Number 21 in the corner. Fired in front of the net there. As it goes wide, and 66 for the Spartans. Comes in, left alone, takes a shot, goes over the net. Spavin keeps the ball in, passes it down to number 79. 79 trying to get through, but they are covering him very tightly here. 66 passes it in, goes wide, into the corner there. Spavin keeps the ball in for the Spartans there as he dumps it in, collected by the Giraffes. Giraffes try to shoot it up close to their boards there. And they are able to get it out of the zone there. But Tim Auger able to pass it back up. Auger passes it up. Spartans get in the zone. 79 chips up to 66. He goes around the net there. Chips it in front. And the ball looks like it very closely there as Mark Rice was able to get a pad on it and keep it out. As the bench for the Spartans got very excited as they thought it went in. Shots are 19-11 here for the Spartans here. Spartans win the face-off, take a quick shot. It goes above the net. Giraffes collect it. 17 passes it up. But the Spartans are able to keep it in the zone by Spaven. Spaven passes it up to Prize, but he misses it there. And a long pass there. Is Lister trying to cherry pick there. Spaven collects the ball. Runs in for himself. Gets in the zone. Paul Naswell takes a swing at it. Number 17 gets in the way there. Naswell going for a run. Enters the zone. Over to Lister. Lister over to 77. 770 fumbles into his feet. Auger keeps him to the side. Keeps him to the corner. Paul Naswell keeps it out. As passes to his brother. Over to Lister. Naswell takes a shot there. And the Giraffes are keeping in the zone. Naswell takes a shot. Deflects off the bum of Auger. As Parise chips it down, and it goes down for an icing there. Want to thank some of our sponsors here. Popeye Supplements. Great place to get some of your vitamins and all that good nutritional stuff to help out with keep your body moving. A couple of locations here in Victoria and one in Nanaimo. As the face-off's drawn here. Walker Welsh goes against Naswell, wins the face-off. Brought back into the corner. Tristan collects the ball, shoots it straight up, goes into his own bench. Straight through the window and coming into the living room there. As we'll get that face-off drawn here with 11:59 here in the second period. It's 1-0 for the Giraffes. As they're in a do-or-die game here. 37 Spaven. Walker Welsh comes in, takes a shot, top corner! Walker Welsh with a great goal, tying this game up at 1-1. As there's more, as we're not going anywhere right now, is huge goal here for the Spartans here. Whole bench lit up there as they win the faceoff again. Walker Welsh gets the ball again, trying to dangle through. Kept in by Mike Monroe, trying to keep it in, but tipped in by Naswell. Naswell passes it up. Walker Welsh passes it up. All alone, 33 alone. Oh, great save by Mike Rice there. Keeping it to the corner and deflecting up. Mike Monroe, as they try to do a chip pass, Mike Monroe keeps it down. Hands it down, but passes it up to number 3. 17 for the Giraffes. Keeps it up, shoots it up the boards. Mike Monroe just keeping that ball in. Great defensive play by him tonight. Number 3 in the corner, trying to keep it in front. The Giraffes are scrambling a little bit, and they dump it all the way down. And we're going in for a flooring. The pressure is back onto the Giraffes here as the Spartans are got a little bit of swagger now in them after that goal. We'll see what presides here with 11 minutes left in this period here. As the faceoff's won by the Spartans. Shot in over the net. 89 there with the Spartans. Loses the ball to Naswell. Shot around the zone. Spartans take a quick shot. And a goal by 89 as they chipped it back in front. And a huge goal to take the lead here as the Spartans take a 2-1 lead here. Left all out front there. Number 89 there. Heads up play by the Spartans there as they knew that they had to play. As they win the faceoff again here. Spaven brings the ball up. Passes it up to number 79. These young kids here bringing in the youth here. Tim Auger not able to keep his own. Chips it back up. 66 gains his zone, passes over to 79. 79 takes a shot, saved by Mark Rice, and he smothers that up once again. Smart play by Rice there, as he had these young Spartans coming in. Realizing this is a do or die, the Spartans are trying to apply as much pressure and try to get another goal. 79 takes a quick shot, deflected off a Giraffe. They lose the zone. 79 passes it over to 84 Spaven. Spaven brings it back. Gets it in the zone all by himself. Passes it over to 66. 66 takes a shot, goes into the corner though, as the Giraffes recover on the sidewall. And you can tell that the Giraffes are tired here. Naswell collects the ball. He's going for a run by himself. He has number 21 with him as he takes on Tim Auger. Takes a little stick flick. Keeps the ball going behind the net there. Tyler brings it around the net though. Passes it back to his defensive partner, number 2. Passes over to Paul Naswell. Paul Naswell goes back to the center. There's 2 Spartans collect on him there. Kept in by the Giraffes. They pass it down. Lister collects it on the sidewall. Takes the pass, packs it back to his defenseman. Naswell takes a quick shot on net. Covered up by the Spartans there, and they dump it down to get an ice because they are looking for a quick change here. And we're going to get a full change here by the Spartans here. We have 9:13 left in the second period here. Shots are 24-12 for the Spartans. Far different game here than the game 1 here. Tristan passes the ball up. Goes all the way. Icing waved off here. 66 is able to get to the ball. He passes it up. Alex Parise reads that play. Collects it. Gains the zone. Takes a quick shot on net. Goes wide. Number 4 for the Spartans. Collects it on the sidewall. 17's all over him though. Keeping him in the corner. As we have 3 Giraffe players behind the goal line there, keeping that ball behind the net. They do need to get that ball out, and they're going to need to get some momentum here. Spartans keep the ball in the zone. Steve Rogers trying to figure out what he wants to do. Takes a shot. Deflects off Paul Naswell. Kept in the zone though. Rogers chips it back down to the zone. 17 around the sidewall there for the Giraffes. Shoots it up. Number 77. Kept in by Tristan though. Great defensive play there. Keeps the ball. But the ball slowly trickles out. Parise gets it. Shoots it back down. Goes a little bit wide there as Mark Rice went for a glove save, but realized it was going wide. Steve Rogers tips the ball back up. 66 for the Giraffes. Keeps the ball at the blue line on their own blue line. Passes it up to Lister, but it's cut off by the Spartans. The Spartans are all by themselves. 33 takes a shot. Goes wide. I had a wide open top shelf there. Gets another chance though. It's Paul Naswell collects the ball behind the net there. And he's going to go for a run by himself there. It's the Spartans. Paul Naswell gets the zone with Lister. Lister takes a shot. Smothered up by Tyler Baldwin there, as he realized that Paul Naswell was right behind him. And if he didn't get that shot there, it could have been an easy little tap-in goal for him there. So smart play by Baldwin. You can see a little bit of exhaustion here by the Giraffes. That short bench might affect them tonight. Is affecting them tonight. 7:28 left here. Face-off won by the Giraffes. They're not able to get it. As Naswell comes in. Man on a mission here. Goes behind the net. Circles back to the corner there. Takes his quick shot. 2 shots there, and as number 10 was able to get the rebound there. Naswell was able to recover here at the center. All by himself. But can't get through 3 Spartans on his own. Chips into the corner. Mike Monroe in the corner here. Walker Welsh tries to tip it up. And with a high stick there is no change in ball hockey. A few years ago, it used to be a penalty, and then Hockey Canada changed it over to being a dead ball, brought back into your own zone, and you're not able to change. It's kind of the infraction that you get there. As the face-off's won by the Spartans. So they pass it over to Spaven at the line. Spaven passes it down. Number 79 keeps it back. Passes it over to Spaven. Spaven at the center line. Passes it over to Auger. Auger tries to take a quick shot. Deflects off the Giraffes. And it's shot out of into the penalty box area there. As the face-off will come all to the neutral zone there. And the referees are trying to talk and trying to figure out. And it's a timeout called by the Giraffes there. With 6:25 here, the Spartans are up 2-1. This is a big, big win if they can get the victory, if they can get this game in. You know that the Giraffes are going to put all their pressure on there. Lister, Naswell, and the Naswell brothers. Most likely they're going to come onto the floor here after this rest. Great action here tonight in Div 7. Back and forth. Tightly contested by both goaltenders. As the Giraffes getting their smart play here, getting their tired players a little bit of a rest. As the faceoff's going to be coming to the outside, just outside the Giraffes bench there. Ball is dropped. Auger not able to keep it in the zone. Passes back up to number 66. 66 takes a quick shot on net. Goes wide. 17 behind his own net. Passes it up the sidewalls to number 59 for the Giraffes. Giraffes shoot it in. Icing is waved off. Tim Auger shoots it up the boards there. Number 66 collects it on the sidewall. Waiting for his... Gains the zone and dumps it down. We have 5:56 left in the second period here. The Spartans trying to keep it in. Auger chips it back up. He shoots it into the benching though. As Tim Auger shoots the ball into air ball into the corner. As the top line here for the Giraffes comes out. The Naswell brothers with 70. Passes over to Lister. Gets into the zone here. Spaven trying to collect the ball. Shot into net. Loose! Kept in. Lister trying to tip it back in the corner there. As they try to dump it down, Naswell tries to go in. Hands deflects it, so the icing's going to be waved. Spartans keep it in. Parise comes in, takes a shot. Goes wide, deflects off the Spartans. 66 in the corner though. Highly contested by Lister there. Lister gains the ball, chips it up, gets it to Naswell. Naswell gains the zone. Passes it back to number 17. They pass it back to Naswell. Naswell behind the net, fires it up front, and smothered up by Tyler Baldwin. Smart play there with 4:52 left here in the second period. We have a 2-1 lead here for the Spartans. Shots are 24-16. As the ball is dropped, won by the Spartans there. Trying to keep it behind the net. Tristan passes it in. And Naswell in front of the net. Able to get that up on the second shot there. On a rebound there. And it is 2-2. We knew that play was getting set up here. That's probably what the Giraffes were drawing up there when they took that timeout. They knew they had to get that top line set up. And it's a brand new game here with 4:42 left here in the second period as we have a tie game. Spartans win it here. Oh, and Walker Welsh tried to go for a quick little tap in, but lost the ball. Naswell passes up to Lister. Lister gets it over the red. Gains the zone. Gets past number 11. Has 2 Spartans on him there. Tyler Naswell keeps the ball in the zone. Takes a quick shot. Goes over Tyler Baldwin there. Paul Naswell gets by the defense. And a penalty is coming here on the Spartans. As Paul Naswell drew a penalty there on number 11 for the Spartans. We'll see what's getting called here. It's getting called for a trip, so it'll be a 2-minute power play here. There'll be a 2-minute power play here for there's a little bit of confusion here as it looks like the ball has been lost here. As we're going on a napper power play here for the Giraffes. Ball is dropped. Giraffes win it. And a quick shot! A quick shot by Lister there on the power play. And it went up and over the shoulder there of Tyler Baldwin. And it's now 3-2 for the Giraffes as they had 2 quick goals there. With 4 minutes left here. Ball is dropped here at center. Won by the Spartans. Paul Naswell passes it up to Lister. Lister has a little bit of company here. Passes it over. Tipped up by the Spartans though. The Spaven brings the ball out. He has number 79 going to the center there. And 88. Spartans able to gain the zone there. 66 keeps it in. Does a little deke. Tries to get a quick shot. Blocked in there. Ball dumped down by the Giraffes. Icing was waved off there. We have 3:20 left here in the second period. The Giraffes recently took the lead here as it's now 3-2. Auger passes over to Spaven. Spaven barely gets it out of the zone. Chipped in there by the Giraffes. Tied up in the referee's feet here. As Auger's able to get it out of the zone there. Giraffes reset there. Dump it down. Auger back on the ball there. Chips it back up. Deflected off. Saved by Baldwin there. Keeping his team alive here. As the Giraffes regain at center there. They chip it back down to the boards there. Chip behind the net. Baldwin tries to go for a dive there. Misses it. But the Spartans are able to get the ball. You can see the momentum here. To gain the zone here, 66, takes a quick shot, saved by Mark Rice, and it's chipped up the boards there. Saved by Tristan. Tristan takes a shot, saved by Mark Rice. Spartans keeping it in, 89 from the shot from the point, goes up high, tipped by the glove there. We have 2:05 left in the second period as the ball is dumped all the way down. Let's see if the team will take a timeout. Looks like the Spartans are trying to take a timeout, and they are. Timeout for the Spartans here with 2 minutes left exactly. It's a 3-2 lead here for the Giraffes. Shots are 26-21 here. We want to thank all our VIBA sponsors here. This is turning into quite a game here. Giraffes trying to end the series here. win game 2 here, best of 3. And the Spartans here clearly trying to keep their season alive. Keeping that Cinderella story here after a rough regular season here. Going 0-15, coming back and winning the first 2 games against the top-seeded Hot Wings there. And now, with 2 minutes here, trying to get another goal to tie this game up. The goaltender is pulled for the Spartans here as all the top players here for the Spartans are out. Walker Welsh takes the face-off. 1-79, takes a shot. Saved by Mark Rice. It goes up behind the net there as the Spartans regain the ball. They chip it back. Walker Welsh behind the net to 66. Walker keeping the ball. Lister trying to put as much pressure on him as possible. We're at 1:40 here on the clock here. Spartans are keeping the ball behind the net. They chip it around. Goes wide just through the crease there as the Giraffes dump the ball, and we're going in for another flooring here. 1:30 left here on the clock. Tons of pressure here by the Spartans. And they're going to try to set up that play again as Walker Welsh is going in on the face-off against Naswell. Face-off won by the Giraffes as they try to dump it down. Kind of did a weird curl, though. Parise takes a shot from the point. Goes wide. 66 gets tipped up in the front. Wasn't able to get the shot clear there as the Giraffes dumped it down. Spavin collects the ball at center with Paul Naswell applying a lot of pressure. Gained the zone. Walker Welsh shoots in the front. Just trying to get a shot on net here. 66 in the corner here. Passes back to Parise. Parise shoots it up. Goes into the netting there. So the ball will be brought out here. We have 1 minute left here on the clock here. Season on the line here for the Spartans. Let's see what these guys can do here. As the Giraffes trying to keep everything tight here. Shot on net. Saved by Mark Rice there. As the Giraffes chip it up. They lose the zone here. The Spartans pass it back up. Kept in the zone. Walker Welsh gains the zone here. Trying to go through by himself. Chipped up. Kept in the zone. Passed over to Spavin. Spavin down by the circles here. 30 seconds left on the clock here. The Giraffes are just trying to keep it to the outside, and they dump it all the way down. And we're going to go for another flooring here with 23 seconds left on the clock. The Giraffes are just trying to dump everything out. Shots are 27-21 here. Thank you everyone for joining in here. This is an exciting ending here to this game here. As the Spartans are trying to stay alive here. They lose the face-off here. 20 seconds left on the clock here. As they set up here, they have to gain the zone back. Their goaltender is pulled. 14 seconds left on the clock. Walker Welsh gains the zone. Trying to do it himself. Passes it over 79. 79 takes a shot. Goes wide. We have 5 seconds left on the clock here. And it looks like the Giraffes are able to keep it in. And a tip. And Mark Rice keeps it out as the Giraffes win this game here. And they win this series here. Highly contested here by the Spartans. Props to them. We're going to keep this game broadcast a little bit longer here for the award ceremony here. As the Giraffes come back after taking the spring and summer season off, come back and win Div 7 here. Very, very tightly contested game here. Spartans did very well here. Just keep their heads high here. Season on the line here for them. They put all the pressure they can get in this. Kudos to the Spartans here as they had a very, very tough start to this season. Defending champs from last year had a kind of a turnaround with the team here and complete rebuild here. But all the props to the Giraffes as they came back into this. Down 2-1 into the second period here. And getting 2 quick goals here. One as they come back here and win this game here. This is an amazing game here for the VIBHL here, so we want to thank everyone that came out here to watch in the stands, as well as anyone that watched here on our YouTube channel. And player of the game goes here, looks like it's Corey Lister here, giving the MVP award here. Getting a napper bag here. Get some pictures here. It's just before the trophy gets presented here. And the trophy here presented to the Giraffes as they win Div 7 for the VIBHL for our winter season here. And we want to thank everyone here. We're going to go offline here. My name is Andrew Layden. Thank you very much for showing up tonight.